50 plus, taking semaglutide, 3 tips to avoid a serious problem. Now, as 50 plusers, we do want to lose excess body fat, but not if it leaves us weaker, flabbier, and saps our energy. We've got too much fun active living to do. And now that semaglutide, or to get fancy, glucagon-like peptide 1 receptor agonists have been out for a while, studies indicate that in addition to losing excess body fat, semaglutide can cause substantial loss of lean muscle. These studies reported that the loss can be as much as 40% of your total weight loss. Oh my gosh, that's serious. As a 50-pluser, losing lean muscle is as bad for your healthy future as a stock market crash devastating your 401k is for your financial future. Hi, I'm Kevin, your host for Loving 50 Plus. If you've been watching our YouTube videos, you know my goal, my deep desire is for you to become stronger, healthier, and fitter with the flexibility and energy you always had to enjoy your life. And I know from decades of personal experience training nice folks and as a 70-pluser myself, that definitely can happen. But we have another issue. The fact is, as we've been gaining wonderful memories, experiences, and knowledge over the years, our bodies have been losing lean, strong, firm muscle. As much as 3 to 5% each and every decade, you are fortunate to live past the age of 30. It's a condition called sarcopenia. We've talked about that in prior videos, but think about it. That loss of muscle mass really starts to add up. 60 plus, 9 to 15% of your muscle could be already lost. That's a big reason it feels like, as they say, our get up and go got up and went. In addition, muscle burns approximately 6 calories per pound, whereas fat only lays around and burns a measly 2 to 3 calories per pound. Now add to that the reported loss of muscle mass if you take semaglutide, and we're faced with a future where our pants may fit a little looser, but physical activity is harder, our muscles are flabbier, so chances are we avoid physical activity. Even getting out of the car takes a little effort. It's not your fault. If that's not enough, some people who take semaglutide have reported experiencing what we can term SBS, saggy butt syndrome. It's a condition in which your rear end hangs below the line between your butt and your leg. Who the heck wants that? Even though I have no idea what's going on for me back there, I never look. But it's a concern for many of us. Saggy butt syndrome is tougher on 50-plusers because the skin may have lost some of its elasticity, and the sudden loss of rear end fat, I'm not pointing any fingers, and muscle kind of deflates the area, so the skin can sag. Now this can be the result of any loss of fat and muscle too quickly, which doesn't give the skin a chance to adapt. So what do? Keep watching, because there's a doable way to prevent and even rebuild loss of muscle while taking semaglutide, and even from the effects of sarcopenia. Now, let's get something straight. I'm not here to encourage you to take semaglutide or any drug, but semaglutide is not one of those ridiculous and full of baloney, lose belly fat fast TV or internet diet pills. I would bet the manufacturer of semaglutide spent millions upon millions of dollars on scientific research, studies, and clinical trials. The result? FDA approval of semaglutide in the US, and I'm pretty sure in the European Union as well. Now, I would compare that with those questionable over-the-counter lose belly fat fast pills not approved by the FDA, whose major development costs were probably spent on those screaming late-night TV and internet ads. Now sure, the data on semaglutide was supported and driven by drug companies who stand to make many billions, and there can be very serious side effects. So obviously I would never even think about taking semaglutide or any drug without a doctor's approval, a doctor's prescription, and follow-ups with a doctor to assess its long-term effect on your wonderful body. Okay, Kev, you say, but I do want to lose excess body fat. Well, if you're like a lot of people, it seems you probably tried everything out there. And say your doctor checked you out and gave his approval. but you absolutely do not want to become weaker with less energy, where moving around takes a little bit more effort. And you definitely don't want to suffer through life with the dreaded SBS, saggy butt syndrome. All of that makes us feel old. Now, the good news is the answer is really as simple but extremely necessary. So 3 steps. Step number 1, you have to pay attention to your amazing muscles. If you're 50 plus and you want to be strong, fit, energetic with firm, supple muscles, the easiest and most effective way to avoid the loss of muscle that can result from semaglutide and sarcopenia is to follow a strength training program 3 days a week. Strength training has to be weight-bearing to be effective. Now remember, I'm not talking about those old feel the burn craziness. You could start with 1 set of 15 or maybe 10. Let's go from 10 to 15 reps of chair squats. Follow with 1 set of 10 to 15 repetitions of knee push-ups. Or if they're kind of tough at first, do 1 set of 10 to 15 reps of wall push-ups. Next, arms out to the side, press your hands overhead, then back down slowly, 1 set of 10 reps, 15 reps, that's for the shoulders. Then arms out to the side and slowly curl up, say a can of soup in each hand without moving your elbow. 1 set of 10 to 15 reps. Or you can use an adjustable weight where you can add a slight amount as you progress, and you may get to the point where you are also able to use a traditional dumbbell. Oh, this feels so good, but I gotta stop. Great, that didn't take long. Now go through those feel-good, muscle-building 4 exercises again. It's a start. Welcome to the wonderful world of stronger, firmer muscle. It's not hard. Now, since we are sensible people, we know never to start any exercise program without checking with our doc first. We're all different, we have different needs. Now let's remember, one reason semaglutide is effective is because it diminishes the urge to eat. It decreases your appetite, so people eat less. Kind of like the basic idea behind every sensible diet out there, simply eat fewer calories each day than you use for a living. So, step number 2, let's see semaglutide as a kickstarter, something to get you going, losing excess body fat, but also as an opportunity to start on the path to a healthier you. When else are you going to start? One radio disc jockey I heard said she thought that if she got that jump, that initial loss on the scale, she could keep the weight off. I've spoken with a few people who said, if I could only lose 10 pounds, it would motivate me to eat better. If I could only lose 20 pounds, I know I could cut back on the sugars and ultra-processed, calorie-dense foods. And I've seen it many times over the years, when someone is able to lose 20, 30, 40 or more pounds of scale weight, getting up from the couch, that cushiony contrivance that sucks you in like quicksand and makes it nearly impossible to get up for anything, let alone a nice walk, getting up from the couch to go for a walk when you're 20 or 40 pounds lighter is hugely easier. Just ask your knees and thighs next time you try. So as your appetite diminishes, it's very important that you're including lean protein with every meal to help maintain and rebuild muscle. Remember, this is your chance to ease into healthy eating, to inspire you to eat delicious fruits and vegetables daily. If you have questions, have your doctor set you up with a certified dietitian to help with a healthy eating plan. Now, step number 3, if you want to take semaglutide, ask your doctor about maybe starting with a smaller dose to try to diminish loss of muscle and the problem of saggy skin. Ask her about strength training recommendations to rebuild muscle. Then join me for some chair squats, knee push-ups, and lots of other fun activities at home, along with a healthier, vigorous walk around the block. Let's go a couple times. Now, thanks for watching our 10th Loving 50 Plus episode. I appreciate you being here, and you're welcome to join us at Loving 50 Plus, and please click subscribe to keep us going. Otherwise, I feel very lonely. If you have a minute, leave a comment. What you want for your body, for your life, is what Loving 50 Plus is all about. I'm Kevin, your host. See you in our next video, and please take care of yourself.